Hi, I'm Andrea, and for my project I made a DIY coffee pour-over setup. It's used to hold the funnel with the coffee grounds and then drain the coffee into the mug. I also added a coaster to place the mug on. I wanted to make this because I wanted an aesthetic coffee fixture for my kitchen, and I thought it would be fun to have a permanent setup. I really like the look of copper and wood, so I wanted my design to clearly center around those materials. I've seen similar pour-over coffee stands, and I figured I could make my own and it would be much cheaper. Other pour-over coffee setups are connected to each other like these. My redesign will result in less drip on the counter as the coffee will drip onto the coaster. I also don't think most pour-over setups look very nice and are not designed with aesthetics in mind. This product is designed to be manufactured and then it uses standard materials that can be found at Home Depot and minimal tools are necessary. This was a relatively inexpensive process. As far as the materials go, I used half-inch copper tubes and fittings for the stand sourced from Home Depot. I first got epoxy putty to join the tubes and fittings, however this did not end up working. I used a wood cookie for the base and finished it in polyurethane. I first attempted to use a hacksaw to cut the tubes, however my hacksaw was far too dinky, and I luckily got my hands on a reciprocating saw, which made the process 100 times easier. After cutting the tubes to my desired lengths, I use acetone nail polish remover to get the lettering off the pipes. To permanently affix the tubes together, I had a few options. I could solder, use epoxy, or some other type of glue. I decided that epoxy was the cheapest option given my tools and materials. However, after trying to use the epoxy putty, it was simply not working to fix the insides of the tubes. I don't have many materials or adhesives lying around, so I used the polyurethane to glue the tubes together. Not ideal, but it worked. I also wanted a nice looking base for the mug, so I used a Douglas fir wood cookie finished in the polyurethane as a sort of coaster. After it was all constructed, I got a funnel to slide into the copper tube to finish it off. I'm happy with how it turned out, although I'm still looking for a bigger glass funnel. I also wish that I had gotten better epoxy, which would have made the joining of the tubes easier.